Hey, what's up? It's your girl Neek, and you're tuned in to Neek at Night. And tonight we're going to be talking about how Pam from Total is recanting her story that she told on her ex-husband, who is the husband of Cyntoia Brown. Now, she made claims that he forced himself on her, and she is now recanting that story and taking it back.
To you, I never wanted to separate. One thing with me is that I made a covenant before God. You told me that it was just a piece of paper. That's what you said to me. It was just a piece of paper. How about the man that forces himself on women? Do you remember that night? You want to go there? Come on. I don't think you really want to talk about you.
Okay, so as you can see, that was the accusation that she made on her ex-husband, and this is what she had to say about it. Now, she addresses the YouTuber Paris Milan. I guess Paris Milan made a video about that clip, and I don't know what she said because I haven't seen that video, but she addresses Paris Milan and then wants to recant her statement. She says, "Hi, Paris Milan. This is Pamela Long, formerly of Total. On October 22nd, you released on your show a statement that I made from my show, Pam's World, concerning my ex-husband, Jamie Long. On the show, I made a comment about he forces himself on women, and then I said, do you remember that night? Today, I regretfully recant that comment because it was a lie. Jamie did not force himself on me sexually. I am sorry for the pain, stress, and embarrassment that I caused on Jamie and his family in any way. I know that sorry does not, nor can it make things better for what I have said, but I deeply apologize to the Long family. I also would like to apologize to my family, my church family, friends, to those who look up to me, and people on social media for the lie that I've told.
I come before you today with deep regrets concerning the statement that I'm about to make. On October the 20th, 2019, for my show Pam's World, I made a comment about my ex-husband, Jamie Long, and that comment was that he forces himself on women. And right after that, I said, do you remember that night? I was telling the world, basically, I was telling the world that my ex-husband, not even basically, I was telling the world that my ex-husband forced himself on me sexually, and that was a lie. Jamie, I'm sorry for what it is that I have said about you. I'm sorry for the shame that I have brought to your name, to your family, to you, your wife, your mom, your sister, and those who love you. Also to my family, to my church family, to my friends, to those who love me, who had no idea that this was a lie that I said concerning Jamie. I ask that you forgive me as well. Jamie, I'm sorry, and I know that sorry does not make up for what it is that I have said, but I ask that you will find it in your heart to forgive me for what it is that I have done to you and to your family.
Okay, so as you can see, that is her recanting her story. And instead of people understanding that women lie, just like men lie, and human beings lie, men or women, people want to hold on to the idea that she's being beaten, that she's being forced beyond her will, that somebody's threatening her, and in order for her to, come out with this, something has to be wrong. No, how about sometimes people lie? Sometimes people make up lies because they are bitter for the state of the relationship that they see happening with somebody else that they wish for themselves. But instead of that, people want to say she's under duress, she's being threatened, somebody's behind the camera, somebody's gonna kill her. Y'all will do any and everything other than allow women to be accountable for things that they have done. But for those of you guys who didn't see the original clip of what she said, it came after an interview that Jamie Long did with his current wife, Cyntoia Brown. Now, they had went on the Breakfast Club, and he talked about his prior marriage to Pam, and he said that he had the intentions of marriage, but it was the wrong person. From that statement, she did a podcast, and she decided to, air him out or whatever. Sometimes people can have a guilty conscience because they probably were in a bitter state, which is plausible because we are human. But I'm going to play what he said, and then I'm going to play the clip that she said that she is now recanting. Well, I'm going to play the fuller version of the clip. Him and Cyntoia went on the interview, like I said, on the Breakfast Club. And while it was supposed to be a Cyntoia interview, but it turned into like a couples interview when they wanted to know how he felt about Cyntoia being warned by Pam from Total. And this is what they had to say.
Like, I was married before.
Yeah.
And I married the wrong woman.
Yeah.
I had the right intentions, but I married the wrong woman. And I said, man, I wasn't doing that no more, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, I'm young. I was like, I'm just gonna live my life. You know, I can do anything I want to do. I can go I'm successful. I got a whole business running. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing this married thing no more. Sometimes the counterfeit comes before the real thing. And we fall for the counterfeit sometimes. But this time I got it right, and I know I got it right. This is my best friend. I think it was very selfish. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if she's trying to reinvent her career. I don't know what she's trying to do. But
she's a singer?
Well, Pam from Total. Oh. So I think it was very selfish of her to do that, because me and my wife serious, man. We serious about what we're doing. We serious about the message. And, you know, I've been divorced from Pam, almost 4 or 5 years now, man. I don't know. And we didn't even hang out. I didn't see her that much when we were married. You know
I think it was finalized 2014.
24, something like that. It doesn't
years
even
before
matter.
I met you.
But I just feel like it was selfish of her to come out and do something like that, because it's like you discredit what my wife is trying to do, trying to attach your name to something like this.
What did she say? I didn't understand what she said.
Yeah, I wasn't sure.
She warned me.
About me.
On social media.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is a couple of quick snippets. Y'all know, y'all have to go to the Breakfast Club to see it in full. But basically, they talk about how they met. He talks about how he seen her on the recommended page on YouTube. He claims that he didn't know who she was. Then he watched the documentary. He got intrigued. He sent her a message. She said that she responded because he burnt the edges of the message. That was kind of unique. And then she goes on to say that it was him who kind of like took care of her while she was in jail, and not the vice versa that people assume it to be. She talked about how she isn't this rich woman that people think just because you get a book deal, people automatically assume, oh, you're rich. She talked about how it doesn't work like that. She talked about how he got a house for them, and he secured a house for them, and he had a business secured and everything for them before she even got out of jail, and how, you know, it wasn't how people perceived it to be, in that he had divorced Pam prior to that, like years prior to them even getting around, involved or anything like that. Okay, so that was just a summary of the interview, and this is what she had to say about it. Now, I mean, the words that he said probably stung a little bit, and she could have been bitter behind it. And this is what she had fired back, that she has now recanted parts of her story.
So my thing is that all the lies, and like I said to anybody else, come on, hook me up to any machine that you want to hook me up to. But I don't think you can sit down and be comfortable hooked to something, telling all of these lies that you're saying. And then you're going to talk about me sleeping with women. I've never, and I told you before, because let's address this. I remember when you said something to me, and you said something about one of my friends. You was like, oh, is that your girl? And I said, Jamie, I said, how you going to say something to me like that? And you was like, I'm just playing. I was like, don't play with me like that. I said, because I know I know what I used to do. And I've said it before. I've never been gay. Have I slept with women? Yes, I have. Did I enjoy doing what I was doing? Yes, I did. But did Pam say that she was gay? I was never gay. Listen, I was looking for something in somebody. I got the attention that I wanted. I got something that I felt like was going to make me feel better about myself. And that's what I got from the situation. Because if I was gay, that's what I would have said, that I was gay. But I do know that whatever it was that I was going through in my life, that God has delivered me. So if you want to talk something, please speak it from the truth, not from these lies. And then if those of you that didn't watch from the beginning of Pam's World, I encourage you to go back, because when Pastor first got on here, the first thing that she said was that I'm not gay. Because also in your letter, you alluded to the fact that my pastor and I had some type of relationship. The only relationship that we have is sisterhood. It's something that you do not understand, because you're nobody's brother. Jesus. You're not a brother to any of the people that you're around. You are one. You are one who is trying to capitalize. That's who you are. So if you want to speak truth, we're going to speak truth. And then when it comes to the marriage, and it said, and I made a comment about us, and the young lady asked me, when did we when was my divorce final? And I said February. And honestly, it was a miscommunication because I actually went back and I said to her, because if it's in the story that is up right now saying that Pam is selfish. That's what you put out there. Pam was selfish of her to say selfish of me, to warn the woman that you're with now about who you really are. It wasn't selfish. It was me reaching out woman to woman to somebody to say, hey, sister to sister, be careful. Because this dude is a wolf in sheep's clothing, honey. And if nobody else knows it, I do. I do. And his family knows it too. They just don't speak on it. So getting back to when Jamie and I were married and our divorce was final in February, and I hit the young lady back from, I believe it was the neighborhood. I'm not sure which interview it was because it was only one. I can't remember the name. But what I did say, I said, I do apologize because I did say February. And as a witness, my pastor, not just my pastor, but my friend is here. And I said to her, she said, well, what did you send? I said, because I didn't say that. She said, well, Pam, when you put February up there, she said, I can see why she said it that way because I didn't say February of 2016. But I put in a thing, I said, Jamie and I said, I can't say what Jamie is doing right now. I don't know when him and Cyntoia met and all of this stuff. I said, I can't say that. I said, but February, our divorce was final. And then from there,
you did put something with the year was in there. She had already you had already put the year at the above part of the statement. So then at the end, when you put February, you were referring, it looked like you were referring to that year, but the way you read it, I said, I can see why they thought it was this February. And I said, Pam, you need to retract that. You need to call back or reach back out. And you did reach back out.
Yes, I did.
And say, that's a miscommunication. And that's not what I meant. It's February, whatever. And they said that they would put it up.
Got the receipts in my phone. I got the receipts in my phone. So if you need pictures of the receipts to anybody that want to do it, if you want to do an interview with your girl, I got other receipts in my phone as well to Jamie, some of your people that hit me up. And I mean some of your people. And some of Cyntoia, that's her name, right? I don't want to I think that's how it's some of her people hit me up and I got the receipts in my phone. And who are they talking about? They're not talking about her. They're talking about Jamie Long. That's who they're talking about. So my thing is that please stop lying. I'm praying for you. You have no idea how much I pray for you. I don't have anything in my heart against you. But when you get up on social media and you begin to lie, my thing is that God says, speak the truth. Speak the truth, regardless of who likes it or not. I'm not up here trying to, and you also alluded to me trying to make a name for myself. You have no idea how many opportunities, honey, that God has blessed me with to be able to do a song with this person, to do a song with that person. You have no idea how many times my phone has rung for so many different artists. And I'm not going to mention their names, but as a witness, Pastor knows. As a witness, my family knows. They know who called me and who I said no to. Because why? My thing is that I'm not just going to do anything for money, sir. But are you? Who are you? Who are you? I'm not just going to do anything for money. So I thank God at the end of the day, God bless you. I hope the best for you. But at the end of the day, Jamie, I don't think you want to continue down this road because there is a God who sits high and he looks there. So when it comes to what you said, alluded to the soft-spoken Pamela, you know what? Yes, did I get loud with you? Yes, I did. Because I had to. Who lives in a house with a man that they're afraid of? Come on, Jamie. You know what you did to me. You know what you did to me. You know all the stuff that you did. You know all the things that you said. You even said something to a cat that was supposed to be on my team, called himself my brother. You told him that you was going to break me. You told him that that's what you was going to do. I was too close to my family. I was too close to my mother, that you was going to break me. Do you remember having that conversation with him? With the initials K to the B? You don't remember that, do you? Do you remember the conversations that you had? I don't think you remember. You know who the initials are, right? And so do I. Everybody else might not know, but I know. And so do you. Check yourself. Examine yourself and examine your heart to see where you are, because you are out here saying that you are a Christian man.
And I hope you really have changed. But honestly, your fruit don't say that you have, because you're lying.
All right, so as you can see, that's what she had to say. When I listen to her talk, it sounds like I'm listening to Jaguar Wright speak. That's the same tone and cadence that Jaguar Wright uses when she talks. So it just takes me to a whole nother zone when I'm listening to it back now that Jaguar Wright is a thing. But anyways, you guys let me know what you think. I'm sure there's a lot of women who think that she's forced and she's under duress and somebody's threatened her. And, you know, I mean, I get it there. Like, people will rather hold on to the idea that, you know, somebody is being forced and beaten, and nobody has ever told no woman, rather, because men can lie, but according to this new movement, no woman can lie, and no woman can, you know, do things that are malice, you know, with malice and malicious intent, you know. So I'm sure I'll see a lot of that in the comments. The industry is this, and somebody's forcing her, and, you know, she's this and that. I mean, hey, I guess. I just believe that, you know, sometimes people can realize what they did wasn't right. Like, sometimes people can get a conscience and they can realize, like, dang, that kind of wasn't right for me to do that. You know, that's just what I think. But, you know, you will think how you think. The majority thinks that she was under the duress. So I'm assuming that the majority of the comments are going to be that. I'll see you guys down in the comments. If you guys are not subscribed to my channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you haven't turned on your notifications, turn on your notification bell. And if you have not visited my website at this point, definitely make sure to visit my website. Peace.